say is the modern day stereotype of a football fan?
To my mind, there's two that really spring out. One is the sort of loud yobbo type that you get on the streets. The characteristics are poor attitude, foul mouth, and you did get to see these stereotypes in the 2008 UEFA Cup final in Manchester, where the Rangers fans throughout the day being heavily drinking, being rowdy on the streets, causing lots of criminal damage, and the news and the papers were just completely littered with these foul-mouthed yobbo sorts. And then you get the other sort, which is like the violent sort of gang, ritualistic approach. And you see this in films in the media, such as Green Street and Football Factory, where again football fans' support is alienated, and in its stead is this violent attitude and beating the hell out of one another rather than supporting the team.
Do you feel this view is justified?
Well, again, as you saw on the newspapers, and we hear it, we see it on the news of people getting into fights and scrapes and getting criminal damage, and it does happen. But what I think is important to note is that you can't label every football fan in the way that you label, we see these people in the news. Are you telling me that kids playing football on the street are going to go around and beat someone up? Are you telling me that people sat in their front room with their mates, a couple of pizzas, watching the game, they're going to go out and attack people or be foul-mouthed on the streets? No, it's not going to happen. So while it can be justified in the sense we see it happen, it doesn't happen to every football fan, and that's the most important thing to note.
Do you see these views of the media changing?
It's a difficult one to say, to answer, but stereotypes and perceptions have been around for a long time. It's the sort of engine of what the media is. And we live in a time now where there are lots of perceptions and there's lots of stereotypes out there. It's been around for a long time, the stereotype of the hooligan. We're just going to have to see, where it takes us. But it's difficult to say if it will change. What we have to know is, are we willing to accept what the media says, or are we willing to, judge every book by its cover rather than just fall into the sphere of judging everything the same like the media seems to do with football fans?